Hi guys, my name is AJ. Welcome back to AJ's Budgeting. In today's video, it's going to be kind of crazy. So I'm going to be talking about a couple different things, like I'm changing my budget. And this month, I'm really not showing any cash stuffing videos on YouTube for me or my husband. And it's not going to be a recap where we're taking money to the bank. It's just the overall, like, what happened for the month of March. But before we get into that, I do want to say, if you have not liked or subscribed, please go ahead and do that. If you have any questions or anything, just be sure to comment them down below. So, as you guys know, I'm in a wedding and everything, and we went to Miami. I saved enough money for Miami. I did go over budget, like $250, and it's only because someone was supposed to come and they didn't come. And then some of the things that we did was more than what we planned for, but it's okay. We still had a fun time and it didn't hurt my budget. However, going into March, my dog, I had to take him to the vet, so I took all the money out of his envelope for that. And that was like something totally unexpected. I don't even know how he got a soft tissue injury, but because like he's the only dog, there's nothing in our backyard that he can hurt himself on. So I was just super confused. But so he's 100% better now, back to his normal jumpy self. Another thing that happened was obviously the trip to Miami, and then I did go over budget for that. However, one of the major things that happened at the beginning of the month was I took my car to get an oil change, and I had to get like some work done. And that was like $600 and something that I was not expecting to spend. So I had to pull out of my high priority binder to cover for those things. And I had to actually pull out of my emergency fund too. So I emptied out my car envelope. Charlie's envelope is empty. Gas is empty. And this envelope is for like anything for the car, or if I need more money because California gas prices are atrocious for gas, and I had to empty that. So all of that was just pretty much emptied this month. And then my emergency fund was at $350 last month. And right now it's currently sitting at $200, which I was a little bummed out that I had to do that. However, it was necessarily, and I am grateful that I had the money in my binders to take care of those things, because I don't want to put myself into more debt, and because I'm trying to get rid of it. If you haven't seen my debt confession video, I definitely recommend you guys go ahead and checking that out, because I have come a long way since 2020. I paid out almost 40K in debt, and I still have around like 70K to go, but that's okay. We're gonna get there. So another part of this video is I have to redo my budget. And it's not because, sorry, my dryer's going off. And it's not because I don't make enough or I'm spreading myself too thin. It's more so along the lines, like I need to prioritize things. So, you know, my favorite notebook, which is this notebook, which you guys see on my channel, like I'm gonna use it until it has no paper in there, okay? So the other day I did go through my binder and all my categories and stuff and see like what I want to do for my sinking funds, because these are all the sinking funds that I have so far. And another thing that's coming up in May, like I am supposed to go home because my sisters are graduating high school and they want me to see them off to prom and to graduate. So I'm going to be doing that and everything. So for my categories, instead of me coming up like, hey, like I have to stuff this every month, I came up with goals instead, because I'm a more of a goal-oriented person. Like, hey, for the month, if I can reach this amount for these envelopes or whatever, then I'll be satisfied. I'll be okay. But that's only for my high priority binder. My low priority binder is not a necessity for me to fill out everything except for self-care, vacation, and travel, because I would like to still be some type of normal human being and do things, especially when it involves my family, going on trips with my husband and stuff like that. I don't want to take that stuff away because I'm trying to pay off debt, and I know it's not the right way to go, but everything like that does not work for everybody, and I know myself, and I'm going to start impulse spending and doing dumb stuff when I've had the best control of my money so far. So I don't want to do that, and then I just start doing dumb stuff. So these are the goals that I want to do for the month. And then once I finish like my croissant challenge and my mini March challenge, stuff like that, I'm not going to be adding on any more challenges, because I'm just going to be doing like the 100 envelope challenge, my 52-week challenge, my monthly Can You Smell the Roses challenge, my emergency fund, and I am coming out with a new product next month, which is a play on the 52 weeks. I don't want to give out too many details, but I will be showcasing that like sometime next month, because I like it. I think you guys are gonna love it, especially if you're big fans of a certain cartoon. You're really gonna love it. And one thing about me is like I try not to use trademarked images. So anything that you see is something that I created myself. It's straight from the dome, straight from my mind. So you're not gonna see another image like that. However, moving forward, this is what I want to do for my categories. And like every month, I'm for sure going to be stuffing my high priority items, like the big ticket items, like the car, my dog, gas, groceries, and whatever. The low priority, except for those 3 categories that I mentioned before, they're going to get stuff like once a month or every other month, or I really start like putting money into it once it gets closer to the time or whatever. But that's definitely how my budget's gonna change. And instead of me budgeting for the month, this is why I wrote down my goals. So right now I budget for the month and I do everything in my power to meet what I had set at the beginning of the month, which is backwards. And I'm learning that I need to budget weekly and just go from there. For me, it's less stressful. It's better to do it that way. So that's what I'm gonna do. Instead of me budgeting monthly and reaching all those numbers, I'm going to be budgeting weekly and telling my money where to go, even though I was already telling it where to go, but like literally looking at it every week, like, okay, well, this needs to go here, this needs to go here. Cause I just get the check, I'm like, okay, I'm putting this, and then this. And I just need to write it out so that I can look back on it later, because that's how I learn and whatever. So with that being said, we're not going to be releasing any cash stuffing videos for the month of March. It's just going to be little videos of like the challenges and stuff that I am doing, and me stuffing his monthly one for March. And that's because like a lot of things has happened this month on my end and on his end, to the point where we can't add any more money to our sinking funds for this month, which is fine. I am gonna be able to, you know, cash stuff my last little things for the wedding and whatnot, but I'm not going to be putting that on YouTube. It's most likely just gonna be on a short and a reel. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys like this video or have any questions, please comment down below, like and share. And in the next video, we're really gonna get into the nitty-gritty of how I plan to pay off my debt. And as always, guys, happy savings.